All right, welcome back. This is the gardening channel with Hot Potato, and we're going to show you some different dragon fruit varieties today. That's what this video is about. They might be new varieties that you've never tried before, and we will be having a sale on our website, but it won't be until next year, which is just around the corner in 2026. So we're starting to get things organized on the website, and we'll launch an update. So stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to show you some of the varieties that we had got this year, and maybe you're interested in obtaining some of these as well. So this is Pink OG, and all of these varieties pretty much came from Richard from Grafting Dragon Fruit. So I'm really appreciative to be able to try all these new varieties. This is a grafted Sour Patch Kids. I did this graft in October, and it's almost to the point where it's about to reach the trellis height, so we can start transplanting them. I also did a Wallace Ranch hybrid seedling, and this is one of the grafts that we did from the Wallace Ranch hybrid seedling. We obtained this 2 years ago from Wallace Ranch. We got the fruit, it was shipped to us, and I do have a video about this fruit, or this ranch, but I'm kind of behind on making some of the videos, but this one I'm super excited about. This is a pretty vigorous grower so far. It's been growing in the greenhouse. The first year that we had planted the seeds, it did nothing. I mean, I didn't take care of it whatsoever. So these are the survival of the fittest. They went through severe dehydration spell in the grow tent, and these are the only ones that survived. So I've got about a half dozen Wallace Ranch hybrid seedling dragon fruit varieties. Here's another variety of dragon fruit, and these are all going to go into 5-gallon Costco buckets. So this variety right here is Sour Patch Watermelon. So Sour Patch Watermelon, and I'm trying to label all of our dragon fruits. We did that earlier in this year. If you have ever seen these tags on Amazon, I highly recommend you pick them up because they will save you the headache or the heartache of not knowing which variety you have. And then this one, I did a little painting on it. It's just starting to grow right now. This one is also Pink Panther, and this was from Richard from Grafting Dragon Fruit YouTube channel. And we also have this one right here, and this is going to be during a giveaway. I didn't get to the giveaway, but it's still out there. So this is going to be Orange Dwarf, and when I ship it out, it will also be rooted. So there you have it. That's a rooted Desert King. So this is a Desert King that we rooted out, and I'll ship this out once the season starts to kick off, so you can get your dragon fruit going. So good luck to the people who commented on that video. If you don't know which video that is, I'll try to link it in the video description here after I'm done with this video, and so you can see if you can get a chance to enter into the drawing. Here's another dragon fruit variety here. This is Connie Mayer, and this one was also from Richard from Grafting Dragon Fruit. And you can see I did 2 different labels on there, and just because I want to make sure that I don't get them confused. However, they've been documented. I added fertilizer too. This is a granular fertilizer of NPK. When I was up in Paso Robles, we actually purchased 40-pound bags of fertilizer. So I think one was like a 50-pound bag of fertilizer for NPK, and it's a great way to supplement your fertilization program if you're tired of going out there every 2 weeks to fertilize with Bud and Bloom, which is the Dr. Earth brand. Then this will be a great alternative. If you forget, don't worry, you're covered, especially if you're watering from the top. And as long as you're watering, it will get the nutrients. And then we also have this one here, which I think might be a graft. I'm not sure if this one is a graft. This is a Wild Berry Skittles. So this is a nice size Wild Berry Skittles this year. And then, so we'll have that one. I might sell some of these to local, if anybody's local and they want to pick up a unique variety of dragon fruit, they can go ahead and send me an email. We have a spud in soil at hotpotatogardening.com. You can also visit our website. So it's a Wild Berry Skittles, and that's just rooted out. And then just some side stuff that I'm growing here. These are some Tiger Panache figs. These are like one of my favorite fig varieties. I will be having a sale of some of my mature plants of fig varieties, so stay tuned for that because that will be a steal. I'm going to give a great discount on those ones. And then also I have another variety here. This is Berry Breath, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Very Berry. So this is Very Berry, and then this is what we got from the private group. If you join Richard's YouTube channel, his private mentoring group, basically, and you can learn all different ways to grow dragon fruit. It's really cool. I have other varieties of dragon fruit here. I'm not going to go into them right now, but these are hybrids. So we're starting off growing new varieties of dragon fruit right here that have been grafted from seed. And then we also, you might have saw the short recently, so this is a nice update for you. And what's growing on in the gardening channel with Hot Potato is this one, and that's Jurassic Guava. And I did decide to also add sour apple head into the Jurassic Guava. So this is sour apple head, and that one's growing nicely. It's a cloudy day, so perhaps it's a good day to do some transplants. And what happened is on this trellis system here, what I had originally done is put in some extra sugar dragon, but the sugar dragon I got was from the ocean. Like the lady who I purchased it from, she was very nice. She made a post on Grafting Dragon Fruit's Facebook page saying, "Hey, you guys can pick this up. All I ask is for 20 bucks." And so I went there, I picked up the dragon fruit. Unfortunately, it was so close to the ocean that I believe that the dragon fruit sucked up all the salt. So I left it in this pot for like 3 months perhaps, and nothing happened to it. I didn't see any new growth at all. So I had to go ahead and go away with it because it just wasn't working. And so that was kind of interesting. A couple side things here. We have a lot of Surinam cherries growing. Those are our Surinam cherries, and they're absolutely delicious. These things are freaking amazing. I was so surprised by this because this is like the first year that I'm really getting these Surinam cherries to fruit, especially as prolific as it has been for this tree. Um, I just go ahead and taste that. Very delicious. Okay, so I'll just kind of uh, pan around it here for a second. Got some new growth on the trellis. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trellis systems right now that are mother trees basically, and I'm using this as rootstock. So this is Wild Berry Skittles, and just how wild is this dragon fruit? It has such a beautiful color to it and that variegated look. So what I'll have to do is probably take this and shade the Wild Berry Skittles during the summertime because I know it doesn't need that much sun because it's variegated. Now, once it flowers and fruits, I can expose the fruit to the sun so that way it will get plenty of sun and develop the sugar content we need to develop a sweet fruit. But Wild Berry Skittles, super excited for this variety. Also have Vietnam White I'll be using for rootstock, but I'll also be using this to potentially cross other varieties. I really like Vietnam White as a dragon fruit variety, and I just have this set up here. There's only one branch in here because Vietnam White is such a vigorous grower. I believe the root system can develop in this whole um, area right here. Okay, so I'm gonna pan you around here, and you can see that we have lots of new growth on some of these trellis systems. And what we're going to do is cut these areas right here. Now that we've trimmed back a big portion of these trellis system, there's still branches on here, which is good because it needs chlorophyll to help with the new growth of the grafted varieties as well. So all these are going to be new varieties of dragon fruit. They'll be all grafted. I do have Wild Berry Skittles right here that is grafted. And then we have Sour Patch Kids that is grafted onto this one. I did try to graft a Sunset or Asuna 6 here, and I do have a graft of Hana here, and there's a few other grafts there. But here's the Asuna 6, and Asuna 6 is doing really good. I'm happy. I did sell a couple cuttings to somebody, I believe they're in Florida, and I hope they're very happy with those cuttings. But Asuna 6 is growing really nicely. Lots of new branches, so I'm excited for that. And I hope I can get the opportunity to provide some of these on our website as well this year, among other varieties of dragon fruit. So I will be shipping out cuttings in 2026. And you might want to know, how do you get your fertilizer? Well, we have chickens. And chicken manure is widely known as a great fertilizer for dragon fruit. So we have kind of a full circle here with all of our fertilizer, and we also do supplemental fertilizers. This is a really cool tree right here. That is a Meyer lemon, and I will be making Meyer lemon preserves and putting them in a can and giving them out to people. If you're interested in that, you can purchase those later in 2026. So we have all these different varieties of dragon fruit here. And then we'll also have mangoes. And I'm a little bit concerned about these mangoes because we did get one mango this year from this tree, and then immediately after it flowered again. And I'm a little bit concerned about that because you don't want to encourage your mangoes to continuously flower, right? And then this one is our Valdivia Roja. We totally destroyed this trellis system, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. It's hanging on by a thread, but I'm hoping that we almost have like this two-tier system now, and I kind of like it. I kind of like that idea of perhaps maybe I just kind of Mickey Mouse something together and put some new branches together up here as well. This is a very developed dragon fruit right there. So one of my favorite varieties, and it tastes very good. I think it's totally underrated variety. And then we have a couple things before we go. It's our nice cherimoyas. This is only a few years, and what we're going to be doing this year is grafting a lot. So come March, I believe February, we're going to start doing some grafting for the cherimoyas. And these are some of the branches that are starting to pop out right now. And then that's on that vertical system. So this is the cherimoya tree. We also have lots and lots of rootstock. So this is a lot of rootstock that's developing. Some of them are new varieties. And then we also have this canvas right here for different varieties of figs. So I'm going to be grafting a lot of different variegated varieties of figs. There's more than one different type of variegated fig. A common one is Tiger Panache, which is this one. But when I grafted 30 different varieties onto my parents' tree, it turned out really good. Specifically, the variegated ones did very well. So I'm hoping that we can get at least 10 different varieties onto this one tree. And then, of course, we have our pineapples. We're looking forward to getting more varieties of pineapples later, so stay tuned for that. Lots of different things growing in here. This is a Oaxaca garlic. So we started growing Oaxaca garlic. It's a specific type of garlic. It is unique. And then here we have different veggies and stuff. We also planted other things in here because I love growing things up a trellis. It makes it so much easier to grow. I'm super excited. We have white sapote, and then we also have here a humongous Pakistani mulberry that is flowering right now, and it's fruiting, I should say. And just check that out. It's just going ham. After all of that rain, I think what I'm going to do is kind of let this thing grow out, and it's just filled with fruit right now. Totally amazing. I love it. And this mulberry is a Pakistani mulberry. I believe we got a cutting from the Fullerton Arboretum, and growing obviously a ton of different other things such as cilantro. This is more cilantro, I believe. And then we also have, hopefully next year, this is going to be our second year for artichokes. So we're growing artichokes. We got our staples for cooking, which is bay leaves. This one is kind of just following me everywhere I go in the last, I don't know, 7 years, which is beautiful green to grow from your house, and it's very healthy for you. This is a New Zealand spinach, and New Zealand spinach is very interesting. It takes a long time to germinate, but it's very resilient, and it can produce lots and lots of spinach for you in different climates. So it's a good variety to consider. Now we have some lemongrass, and we have an avocado tree. I did make a compost tea for this avocado tree, and we have a seedling from my parents' house. They have humongous trees, and this is our avocado tree. Trying to keep it low to the ground, but also with exposure to lots of sun and heat. And then lots of our greens, like our kale and stuff, is coming in, and the chickens are absolutely destroying all of this kale, which is pretty cool to see. Um, our limes are just doing fantastic. I don't even pick them, they just fall up off the ground, and there's so many limes on this tree. It's unbelievable. There must be 100 limes on this tree, as well as the other tree, which has Meyer lemons. So, well, this one just fell off just like that. So I love taking citrus. If you're in California, I highly recommend you do this. You just scratch the surface of the lime and get that aromatherapy that we all need. So it's beautiful to come out inside, come out to the garden, especially in the wintertime when things are slowing down. And then this is our beautiful star fruit tree, which is doing good after I put in the shade, but the squirrels are just annihilating and taking all the fabric. As you can see, they tore all of that fabric. That's not from the wind or whatnot. They just tore it all up. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to leave you with an epiphyllum, and this is still the project we're working on. This is Spice Daquan as an epiphyllum, and I have it hanging here underneath the tree, so let's get some nice microclimate. What I do is I sometimes put water in here so the moisture rises up and this area stays nice and moist. We'll also have some other dragon fruit varieties here, and this one is Edgar's Baby. So if you're interested in Edgar's Baby cutting, we are growing cuttings for people who are interested in buying dragon fruit from our website. We are going to have a sale this year, so stay tuned for that. It'll be somewhat similar to Richard's sale, where it's a limited supply and we'll have the sale and it'll just be done with. So hope you like this video. Until next time, take care, and don't worry, I do have a lot of videos that I'm still trying to get to. Life has been busy, so thank you for bearing with me. I love all you guys out there in the dragon fruit community. I think I need to make a video for 3 different farms. So we have to make a video for Ox Farms with Wilford. We're making a video with Alec when he moved his farm. And then we also are working on a video. So I have a lot of stuff going on right now other than just trying to make videos. we're trying to do some shifting in plans and what the future might look like for the gardening channel. So stay tuned, stay with me. And then the other farm is Dragon Delights. So 3 different farm tours. So if you're interested in looking at farm tours, I just released a video of farm tour at Oceanside Dragon Fruit Farm. So check that out. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go inside and make some limeade and then go dancing tonight. And Merry Christmas to everyone out there. God bless.